All right, so next question comes from Facebook. And on Facebook, we had Joey that asked, "Hi, Robin and Laura. I love your site, and I would like to ask a question about my trip." Well, that's the right place to do.
Yeah.
Is it worth to visit the Bay of Islands? I only have 1 month in New Zealand and want to see it all, but if I do Northland, I have to cut 2 or 3 days from other parts of my itinerary. I think that's a really good question. So Northland is actually this. Can you just show on the map quickly what is Northland? So Northland is actually this part of New Zealand right here. So most people arrive here in Auckland. It's obviously easier to go around here and come back there. Going up there is always taking you, well, exactly as Joey said, 2 or 3 days. So it's quite interesting. It's quite interesting to have this.
Yeah,
question.
a lot of people do wonder whether it is worth actually spending the extra 3 days to go back up and then back down again if they are on real limited time. So,
all right. Yeah. So what I think we can do right here to answer your question, Joey, I think that what we like the way we can approach that is we're going to tell you all about the Bay of Islands, like the amazing thing that there is to see the Bay of Islands, and we tell you kind of where can you find something similar to that around New Zealand.
Yeah.
So the first thing that comes to mind with the Bay of Islands, it's an amazing place. It's 144 beautiful islands that you can cruise around, and it's absolutely fantastic. But it's a massive bay full of islands. Because, well, that's the Bay of Islands.
Yeah,
it's pretty
sense.
simple.
Yeah.
So now the other places in New Zealand where you can find kind of similar kind of feel are the Marlborough Sound, which is basically the entry to the South Island, where you're going to be taking a ferry from Wellington going down to Picton. The entry to the South Island, it's called the Marlborough Sound. There is a lot of different islands. There is some bird sanctuaries as well that you can visit, and you can do it all from the town of Picton, which no matter how you cut it, you've got to visit when traveling around New Zealand, because that's the only place the ferry will land. So it's going to be very, like, you basically have to travel by plane around New Zealand if you're not passing through Picton. So one of the places where you can do that is in the Marlborough Sound. One of the places where you can get a lot of beautiful beach and you know, kind of secluded kind of bays and everything like that will be the Abel Tasman National Park, which has plenty of those. But again, beach and secluded bays are plentiful all around New Zealand, from Coromandel to the East Cape to Marlborough Sound to Abel Tasman and all of that. So secluded beach, there are plenty.
Yeah.
Next. Dolphin swimming.
Yeah, so the Bay of Islands is also known for its dolphin swimming. There's a couple of boat tours out there which can take you to see dolphins, and if there are any around and actually stay with the boat, then you do have the opportunity to get in the water with them. But the Bay of Islands is not the only place in New Zealand where you can swim with dolphins. Probably the most famous place to go and swim with dolphins is actually in the South Island in a town called Kaikoura. And there they have dolphin swimming trips to swim with different types of dolphins to what you would find in the Bay of Islands, but it's still dolphins at the end of the day. So you get to swim with dusky dolphins, which are known for traveling in super large pods and being super acrobatic. So that's really definitely, like, if you're really want to do dolphin swimming, then Kaikoura on the South Island is definitely worth considering. Alternatively, you could go to Akaroa, which is a peninsula just off Christchurch. It takes maybe about an hour between Christchurch to get to Kaikoura, and there they have loads of different wildlife tours, including dolphin swimming. So on the South Island, you could definitely do some dolphin swimming there as well. And I just thought of another one on the North Island. If you maybe aren't going to the South Island for whatever reason, if you are in the North Island and you travel to Tauranga, they have dolphin swimming there, mainly in the summer months because they only operate when it's the busy season. But yeah, you can go swimming with dolphins in Tauranga as well.
Yeah. All right, so the next thing that is very famous to do, very popular to do, sorry, on the Bay of Islands is to take a tour all the way to Cape Reinga. So that includes driving on 90 Mile Beach, which is a very long beach which your bus is going to drive on, and then arriving all the way on the top of New Zealand and seeing the meeting of the sea and the ocean. It's a fantastic trip. It's absolutely amazing. So it's a very unique, obviously there's some very unique forest, and the whole tour yourself is very unique. And if we were to pick a place which would be rather similar to that, that would be Cape Parallel. So this is around the Abel Tasman area. It's on top of the South Island basically, and you can see well the top of the South Island. There is a massive it's called a sand spit, right?
Yeah.
There's a massive sand spit. There is only one company that can go there, but your bus is going to drive on the beach as well. You're going to see a beautiful gannet colony. Is it? No, you're going to see some amazing birds. Sorry, my bad.
A colony of other kinds.
Yeah. You're going to see a colony of, I can't remember one of the birds. You're going to see an amazing lighthouse. You're going to be seeing some marine mammals very often along the way. It's an amazing trip. It's very unique. And the same thing, you will be able to see a video about this very trip on in the description below. We put a link so that you can compare both tours, but they're really unique and very different as well. So that's another kind of, they're not really the same, but that would be a good way to compare them.
Yeah. So another thing that the Northland region or the Bay of Islands is really famous for are its kauri forests. And kauri are the largest types of trees in New Zealand. And when you go into a kauri forest, it is absolutely amazing. Like, you will be in awe of how big these trees are. And yeah, it's definitely a good reason to go to the Bay of Islands. But you actually can find these forests elsewhere in New Zealand. Admittedly, they aren't as grand as in the Northland region, but you can still find some really awesome ones, especially in the Coromandel. So this is the peninsula, which is about an hour or 2 hours drive away from Auckland. And they do have a few kauri forests around there where there's some walks up to some kauri groves, which is basically like a sort of little collection of, well, I say little, it's a big collection of kauri trees. And there's also some tours you can go on to like learn more about those types of forests. So yeah, so if you want to see kauri forests, the Coromandel would probably be the next best place to go.
All right, to wrap that up, let's be honest, the Bay of Islands is rather unique. And in that one place, you can do all those activities that we talked about.
Yeah.
So that makes it a very unique and super convenient place to get all those amazing, like, stunning activities, fixed. It's so cool. But if you do have to cut it, and you have the flexibility in your itinerary to add those similar activities, that may be your way for you, Joey, to be able to cut the Bay of Islands and be able to spend 2 or 3 more days around the rest of New Zealand. I hope that was very helpful to you. If you are on the fence about the Bay of Islands, well, this helped you either make your mind and say, yes, I definitely have to go to the Bay of Islands, or that may just help you be like, you know what, I can fit those 2 activities that I want to do somewhere else, and then and that way I have a bit more, breathing room on my itinerary. Because I know that sometimes when you have, only like 3 weeks itineraries, it can be like really stressful, and there can be quite a lot to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you do have any questions of your own, or if you do have any follow-up questions, put them in the comment below. We're here to help. Put them in the live chat if you're watching that live. And yeah, we're here to help.
Absolutely. And smash the like button if you found any of these answers useful so far, or just if you feel like clicking something, how about click the like button?
Yeah. What about a click-a-click-a-loo?
Okay.